what are your definitions of a fulfilling life?
Oh my gosh.
I guess we're still trying to figure that out.
A loaded question.
That
Loaded question.
What was the question again?
I'm on the UCLA campus, and today we are going to be asking students how to live a fulfilling life. 4 years ago, I was a kid working in a bank job that I hated. I had no confidence, I was in a bad relationship, and I felt all parts of my life slowly taking a turn for the worse. How I turned all of those around is by working on myself, and one habit that I really liked using was to go on Reddit and search up what does it mean to live a fulfilling life, and then to see what people would answer. Personally, I believe that a fulfilling life is made up of 6 critical pillars: your friendships, your relationships, your health, your career, your ability to discover who you are, and the way that you travel. The answers on Reddit put so much into perspective for me, but I realized that there aren't enough of these answers out there for the world to see. So I'm planning on going around the world and asking different people from different schools and different cities what their versions of a fulfilling life is. And today, we are on the UCLA campus, and it's time to go and ask students some questions, so let's go. Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you a quick question? Sure. What do you do for a living?
I'm a high school teacher at Benton.
If you had to give someone advice on how to get in better shape or live a healthier life, what would you tell them?
Any activity that you could do that involves getting out, getting some sunlight. If you're not a gym person like me, go walk to your old college campus, do the stairs.
Yeah.
200 steps down there, and yeah, that got me winded.
Yeah, what was your major when you, or what is your major now, sorry?
I'm doing the MBA program, the part-time MBA program.
Nice. So if a stranger walked up to you and asked you for a piece of general life advice, what would you tell them?
Something about, are you living your life in alignment with your intentions?
How would you live your life according to your intentions?
You gotta first figure out what your values are and kind of see where you fall, where there's alignment there and where there's like a mismatch, and then kind of over time just kind of course correct so that you're more in tune with who you are.
First of all, what are your majors?
I'm physics. I'm geography and environmental studies.
In your opinion, is it better to be single or in a relationship in your 20s?
Single. I like myself so much better, like out of a relationship, just not thinking about somebody else, just focusing on yourself.
What's your definition of a fulfilling life?
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Fulfilling life is something that you can recognize that makes you happy even if it's not the objective that everyone else had for you, or that is what you thought you wanted when you were a little kid.
Just pretty much like being happy.
I think a fulfilling life would be like spending your time and focus on things that make you happy, things that you're passionate about.
It's living with intention and not just kind of doing things because you think you're supposed to do them.
Right.
Or because like society says you should do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it. Thanks you for your time.
Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. First one down. That was good, that was great. It's always hard when it's the first time that you go up to strangers. I feel like they're not gonna be down to answer your questions and it's intimidating. But it just takes one yes to get the ball rolling. Sorry, do you mind if I ask you guys a quick question?
We're doing a tour right now.
Sorry.
So not right now.
Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you guys a quick question?
Sorry, we're in a rush.
No worries. Sorry, AirPods.
Hey guys, do you mind if I ask you guys a quick question for YouTube? It's okay. Sometimes you gotta deal with rejection. It ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward.
Sorry guys, is there any chance we could play you in one game?
Two twos. Boom. For 4. Very interesting. And the winners are the black shirts.
That's it.
Woo!
What is your definition of a fulfilling life?
Just being able to try balance, quote unquote balance everything, but can't have fun if you're not working either. So you know.
Exactly. Work hard, play hard.
Making sure for sure that you have enough time each day to like have some time to yourself and do some stuff you like.
It's definitely just putting in the work that you can. Like, you don't have to try to be someone you're not, but doing what you can be so you're proud of all the work you've put in.
Thank you guys, that was really fun. Okay, we said we weren't gonna go up to people who are sitting down, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. Do you mind if I ask you guys a quick question for a YouTube video we're making?
Sure.
What are your majors?
Mechanical engineering, both of us.
Yep.
Political science. I'm a psychology major.
Neuroscience.
I'm just doing general education right now.
I'm human bio.
I'm a double major in psych and phys econ.
Nice. How did you make new friends? / how would you advise someone to make new friends if they were trying to make either better friends or just in general more / new friends?
Honestly, I think you just have to be outgoing. You just have to be like, oh, hey, what's your name? Joining a lot of clubs. Not clubs, but more just having a routine and showing up to the same place over and over again and you see someone similar and they're also there like every day.
Yeah.
You find out, oh, maybe we have something in common. You strike up a conversation.
Say yes to things. Don't be afraid to be the first one to reach out. And when it comes to like the good friends thing, I guess just like being honest with yourself.
You don't
like
have to please everyone.
Yeah,
Right.
like don't make
with
compromises for people that aren't making compromises for you.
What are a few qualities that you think are important in a friendship?
Listening, loyalty.
The understanding of being accepting of flaws, like accepting a person for who they are.
Trust, reliability.
If you want a deeper friendship, you have to accept even maybe they're not so bad sides too.
Sense of humor, ability to get deep.
I think honesty is like the biggest thing.
Honesty is huge. You don't want people that are just gonna like walk out on you at the slightest issue. Like you wanna have people you know you can count on like when times are tough. Like also when times are good, you know, like friendships are meant to be there all the time. Like they shouldn't just be for the good times.
If a stranger walked up to you and asked you for a piece of general life advice, what would you tell them?
I mean, one that always people told me was don't give up. Just keep going, keep getting up, keep going. Like as much as you want to throw in the towel, just don't do it. Just don't give up. Just keep pushing.
Something along the lines like when you feel like giving up, just do it for 15 minutes more and then reevaluate.
Do you think that people are more or less likely to choose comfort over risk when it comes to building a career?
I think a lot of people are, but I didn't make that choice. I come from a background where my parents can help me, and so that was a big part of that decision because there's something to fall back on in the worst case scenario.
How did you guys make new friends, and what advice would you give to someone who's trying to make new friends at this moment?
Well, I moved here from Australia probably about like 9 months ago. It was like pretty hard. I kind of just put myself out there. I was like, who cares? Like I might as well just like try.
Just to be really social, you know, even if it doesn't work the way you want it to.
I'd probably say pick up a lot of hobbies, try things out. That's how you're gonna meet people.
And how old are you guys, by the way?
15.
15?
4 years old, wow.
Nice.
You guys are very wise for your age.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, last question.
Okay.
What are your definitions of a fulfilling life? If you know the answer to this question, or like you can think about something, it's really good for just your life in general.
Doing something good for my community, my friends, my family, and most importantly, doing something for myself, because sometimes we don't think about ourselves and like our happiness.
I think for me it's like feeling at the end of the day like whatever you put into the world and took out of it, the balance was positive.
I think just using each day to be your happiest self and do things you love. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking or world changing, but as long as you're happy and you're enjoying your days, I think that's fulfilling.
Trying to provide as much as you can for the people around you and just not be a toxic presence, I say.
I think for me it's being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want.
It's a life that I can be proud of and like find happiness in every aspect. So not one thing is like shining over another. My career, like my relationships, all of it is like balance for me, and I can find like joy in every single part of it.
Being content with what you've done.
And go with
doing what you love.
Go with the flow.
Be content with what you do. Like you can do anything you want, but like, you know, it should be your choice and like you're picking and not based off of what other people think.
You don't rely on anyone for happiness, you make your own happiness, and then everyone else in your life is like people you care about and that you can help, and they also complement your life.
A lot of people I think get stuck up in like this idea of like what they should do, what their life should look like. I think actual fulfillment is when you're just living life for the sake of living it. You're not living it based on how you should live it.
Doing something you love to do with people you want to do that with.
Be as happy as possible, you know, die happy, live happy. That's it.
Strangers don't really talk to each other about these things, and especially younger people. Self-growth, personal development, it's not a thing that most people really speak about, but everyone should.
What I learned is like, if you're in an uncomfortable situation, like a bar or something you don't really need and know anyone, you can just straight up ask this question and you'll get so much deeper with someone than you thought you would, you know?
Maybe one lesson you take away from this video is find one really interesting question and start using it as a conversation starter to make new friends. Thanks for joining me.
Yes, sir.
This was fun. This is the first video, honestly, of a series I hope to create around the world on different university campuses and in different parts of the world. So if there's a campus or a city that you want me to try this challenge out in, and let me know in the comments. But either way, thanks for watching. I'm Will.
I'm Cheyenne.
And as always, it's a mindset.